I'm gonna be trying to be as calm as possible here. Before I get into anything, all right. Well, I'm gonna get right into it. WWE versus TNA right now. Uh, they both pretty much suck right now, and I'm gonna be the people that said stuff to me. I mean, all right. WWE versus TNA. They both pretty much suck, like I said. And some people say TNA. It's been sucking for a long time. But then some people say, oh, that was a great match the last pay-per-view. So, just because one great match last week or a month ago doesn't mean the product has gotten better since. They haven't been watching it lately or haven't been watching it at all. And at least, when is the last time a TNA pay-per-view or a main event was actually good? Name one. Even 4 stars, a main event that TNA has. I can't remember the last time that was. I mean, last week's No Surrender, the only thing that was awesome about that was AJ Styles winning. The match itself was decent. I mean, come on, when's the last time? I don't remember. At least WWE brings pretty good main events. I mean, they might not be 4 stars. Some of the time they might be. At least their main events are way better than TNA's. And people say, oh, TNA's better. Well, sorry, but right now it's not. Remember in 2007 when WWE sucked? They had the whole John Cena title reign lasted over a year. It's not because of that, but WWE that year was stale. That's when they started watering down their matches, even in 2006. And it's been since like that. It's been like that ever since. And the way WWE's PG now, it pisses me off really badly. Like, you have no idea. It limits their moves. It limits the violence, like as in blood. Not that I really care about all that, but the upcoming Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, if there isn't any blood in that, I mean, it's like whatever. Who cares? I mean, at least one of the matches there better be blood, but I doubt there even will be. I mean, it's just blood. Come on. You've seen PG movies sometimes. There's blood. So why not in a professional wrestling match? And it's not like kids are actually not watching this for violence, because they are. And even the adults are. There's already enough violence in wrestling as it is, so it's not really even PG. Someone hitting someone in the chair in the head is not PG. That's PG for you? That's not PG. That's like 14A right there, or 14 plus, or whatever you want to call it. Someone getting a handcuffed to a pole while getting hit with the candlestick or a Singapore cane, that's PG to you? Sorry, but that's not PG. That's torture. I mean, come on. WWE's saying they're PG and all, but the only thing they got rid of is blood. Some of the language has always been the same most of the time, so really they only got rid of blood, and they watered down their moves a tiny bit. So it's still pretty much 14 plus, or whatever you want to call it. They don't have the hardcore matches that they used to. But even then, the only time they had hardcore matches really was at ECW, Extreme Rules, and once in a while ECW matches on the TV. And they still have cage matches. I mean, look at Hell in a Cell pay-per-views coming up. Like I said, they're supposed to be PG, and now they're coming out to Hell in a Cell every match. That's not PG. They're going to be throwing each other in the cage, using weapons. That's not PG. Come on. The only thing that might have happened is blood, like I said. But at least WWE, I mean, that's really about the PG thing I want to talk about. But then WWE still overall is better. Impact's pretty much boring. Last Impact was pretty good. But like I said, just because last week was good doesn't mean it's gotten better ever since. That doesn't mean it's better overall. TNA, what do you want me to say about TNA? I mean, they don't make sense a lot of the time. Hernandez, why the hell did he come out and cash in his briefcase in the beginning of the match? Please, someone tell me why he did that. That makes no sense at all, and you know it doesn't. At least WWE thinks shit over, and they actually think about what's gonna happen. Like this thing they did at Breaking Point when Undertaker, when they use a Montreal Screwjob. I mean, even right now, WWE's some of the stuff they do is so cheesy. Like on Friday Night SmackDown, Theodore Long getting kidnapped by Undertaker in a freaking limousine. I mean, come on. And first of all, Theodore Long can't act worth shit. He can't act at all. I mean, I can act better than him. Alright? And I'm not even an actor. I'm not even close. And he's in professional wrestling. He should be able to act just a little bit. I mean, the facial expressions that he does, the way that he walks, it's terrible. Just stop. Get rid of Theodore Long. He can talk backstage. That's really about it. Don't get involved with storylines or anything. That's terrible. Makes you want to turn off the TV. Just like, what's her name? TNA backstage, that girl. Lauren. She's terrible. Get rid of Lauren. You know she's bad. The way that she talks and interviews the wrestlers, the way her face is, it's terrible. Like, it makes me want, if someone walked in the room, it makes me want to change the channel. That's how bad it is. But yeah, TNA, and the thing that they did with Abyss last week, you can totally tell they're trying to promote more violence. The way that he's bleeding, you know how much blood that was? TNA gets, sometimes they overdo the violence. That's the only thing And their matches, like overall, their main events are terrible. Their pay-per-views have been bad ever since, I don't know. They've been terrible. At least WWE's pay-per-views are steadily good. And their main events are steadily good too. And you have to say that they are. And they're pushing more talent, like John Morrison's going to be a huge star pretty soon. We all know that. And he's going out with Melina still. So they're both going to get probably a good push from that. But yeah, John Morrison's a future star. In TNA, they got the X Division. They got Samoa Joe. But they're not. They got Christopher Daniels, Chris Sabin, Alex Shelley. They got all those guys. But what are they doing with them? They're not doing anything right now. But when Kurt Angle leaves, which he probably might be leaving pretty soon because it's the end of September, and they're going to have AJ Styles, Mick Foley can't do shit, Kevin Nash can't do shit, Scott Steiner can't do shit. And what are they going to have? They're going to have AJ Styles, Matt Morgan, Sting's gone pretty soon too, and they have the X Division guys. But they're not even pushing them right now. So they're probably going to get more big muscle guys like Matt Morgan and big mainstream guys maybe from other promotions, and they're going to put them in there, but they're not going to do anything with the X Division. Because I know that for a fact they're not going to do anything. Until, I don't know, until a drastic change is going to happen. Until they look, I know they get ideas from WWE all the time. Like, you can totally tell. But yeah, overall, WWE is better right now. I know that for a fact it's better right now. They're better in storylines, make more sense, better main events, pushing better stars, more stars. I guess SmackDown's owning every other television wrestling program ever, like right now. So yeah, WWE is good. Anyone says WWE's bad but they say TNA is good, shut up. Just shut up.